What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I stopped at Nordstrom and I spent a little dough. This never happens. Dior came out with reformulated versions of the Forever foundations. It's basically Dior Forever 2.0. And I wanted to try them out because I love the Forever line from Dior. I think it's very skin perfecting. And so they have two new formulations that are supposed to blur pores, be amazing, and basically do everything except give you an orgasm. I got the matte version, and I also got the skin glow version. I do have oily skin, but sometimes I feel like if you wear a mattifying primer, it'll give you like the perfect radiance. So I'm gonna do one side of my face matte and one side of my face glow. And we're just gonna see how it works. We're gonna do this bitch. Take a sip of coffee. Got the Forever, which is 24-hour radiant perfection. So this is 24-hour wear. This is high perfection skin caring foundation. It does say it's supposed to help blur the pores and last for 24 hours. I feel like that's more gimmicky because who would want to wear a foundation for 24 hours? But I get it. You know, they want to have like a good selling point, fine. And then I also wanted to try out this, and I actually tested this in the store and I was amazed. It's the Dior Skin Forever and Ever powder. Oh my gosh, this feels like silk on the skin. So I wanted to get it because I also felt like in the store it had some radiance to it as well. That's what it looks like, and it's supposed to really control oils, help your makeup last all day long. So I thought, why not? And let me know. And it also comes with a brush right here, which I probably won't use. So I had to match myself online. It is available at Nordstrom. Why is this? This seems like it is kind of off center and it's bothering me. So I'm in the shade 2N. So they kind of redid the shades, and on Nordstrom you're gonna see your old shade and then the comparable to the new formulation and the new shade. Hold on, that's my sister-in-law, Sarah, if you're watching, hello. So I got the shade 2N. I always err on the side of a neutral because I feel like when in doubt, go neutral on your shade. I don't want to lean too warm and I don't want to lean too pink. And so the 2N, which is actually 020, it shows the old shade underneath is going to be perfect, I think. So these are what the bottles look like, matte and the glow. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a mattifying primer, the YSL Touche Clot primer. Because it's very blurring, but it also mattifies. And I feel like your foundation goes on really nicely with this one because it just kind of has that slip to it. It almost feels like it just evaporates when you put it on. It's really weird. I'm gonna use a beauty blender to apply both sides because that's how I normally apply my foundation. So let's do the matte on this side, I guess. So we're just gonna go here. This is a really good shade. And I actually matched myself online, and I like picked up in store because I don't like to talk to people usually. Oh, that's a great shade match, Natalie. So proud of you. Ooh, this is really blurring. Really easy to go on, and I feel like it does a good job of blurring out the pores too. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I would say it's definitely a medium to full coverage type foundation. I probably don't even need to use this much, but that's okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna use the glow on this side. This is a little bit pinker. This isn't as neutral. Definitely the texture is obviously super different. Leaves it with more of a glow on the face. I mean, you can tell that it is definitely more glowy. I would say maybe a little bit more sheer. Like you might have to build up the coverage a little bit more. Just put a little bit more on. I do like both sides. This, I mean, you can obviously tell that this is more glowy, this is more matte. But the reason why I got both is because I thought it might make like a good combination. Like if I ever wanted just to mix the two, it would be the perfect combo of like a demi-matte finish if my skin was ever in like tip-top shape. But I can see that the glowiness on my cheek here and here, it's totally matte. I feel like it does have the same amount of coverage. It just might accentuate right here because of my rough texture where this is completely covered. So let me put on the powder. All right, I'm gonna use the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender and blend that in. I do really like this coverage. I feel like my skin looks airbrushed. I mean, especially on this side. I mean, I knew I would prefer the matte side just because I have oily skin, but the glowy side did a really good job of coverage too. I mean, it did a really nice job. So this Dior Forever and Ever powder has a application kind of like that, kind of like a mesh. I like those. I like applications that are really easy, that it doesn't come out in like this huge heap of powder. Gosh, I love this powder. Oh my gosh. I mean, it really is weightless, and you can't even tell that you're wearing powder. That is nuts. But then it gives you such good coverage. I mean, it feels like nothing. Oh, I'm just gonna apply it a little bit with a brush. Are you guys suffocating watching me put on all this makeup? Sometimes like when I watch people put on makeup, it like suffocates me because I'm like, oh, they look so cakey. Yes, I like that powder. That if you wanted to use the glowy foundation on this side and put a matte powder, you still have some glow, but it's not like greasy. Go on with your bad self, Dior. Bronzer, I'm gonna use this Tantastic from Marc Jacobs. I love this bronzer too. A little bit more of that bronzer and just run it down the nose a little bit. Loving this. So I'm gonna use blush. I'm gonna use this Pillow Talk blush. That gives like a nice healthy pinky glow. That's pretty. But I don't feel like it blended out very well, so let's go back. Whatever, I guess that's fine. Let's set everything with the Air Flash Radiance Mist. This stuff is it. I love this stuff. Use one of these. I love these lip intensities from MAC. I've got Dough and I have Toast and Butter. Which one should I use? I'm gonna use Dough. It's like a nice nude. Oh. I mean, you guys, I am super impressed with this foundation. I will say this so far, since this is just a first impressions, is that the matte is kind of settling in to some areas right here, only because I did not use a specific pore primer, and that usually happens on me with any foundation, but the glow is not. It almost just went over those areas with ease. But other than that, like, I really am digging these foundations. I feel like they look really, really good. I mean, is there like a side that you guys like better? Because I can't really tell. I feel like the matte side is a is more full coverage, and then this is just more of like a natural coverage. But I like both of them. I can see how it wears throughout the day and let you guys know in a different video how they wear. I'm not gonna do that in this video because we've got so much going on. I don't think that I would have time to like check in throughout the day. At least not today. I'm just not gonna have that kind of time. I'm loving the new foundation. I feel like Dior makes such good shit. They really do. Let me know what you guys think. I kind of love this. I'm kind of digging it. I'm in love with it. I hope I put all the links below for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.